Hello, sir. Myself Zui Harisangam, and today I'm going to present a business failure case study regarding Tata Motors. So, in this case study, as we all know, Tata Motor is a very big giant in the industry. But even after having so much of experience, Tata Motor still was making losses, which pushed them on the verge of the failure. So, deal with such situations, every businessman has to take some steps to stop the downfall. So, in this, situational analysis plays an important role. So, the analysis can be done in the following steps. First step is evaluating problems, then the research and development, taking feedbacks, and making modifications accordingly, then reducing expenses, remarketing of the product after modification, and improving customer service. Now let's move towards the specific problems faced by Tata Motors. We all know, in this video we'll take two major failure examples of the Tata Motor Company, from which one of the failure is what we all know, that is failure of nano car. When the car was launched, before it was launched, it was promised that there would be a car which would come at the price of 1 lakh. So when Ratan Tata announced this, everyone was excited, and it was supposed to launch in a few months, but due to certain circumstances, the launch was delayed by a year. And that's why the hype that was created in the people without any marketing was also lost. And the market after launch, when the company started the marketing, they marketed it by using the word cheap. It was marketed as world's cheapest car. So by this word, now everyone started seeing Tata as the cheapest car and not a comfortable or an affordable car. Also, the company made huge investments in producing the cars, and there were several factors such as no guarantee of returns, geopolitics and government policies, cost sensitivity, technological and advancement, etc. And the second failure which we are talking about is when Tata was launching new models for the cars, the investments that the Tata company was making to make the cars kept on increasing. So to deal with this, they they came up with a solution which we'll see in the next slides. So now here is the analysis. One of the form of situational analysis is pestle analysis. So this is the pestle analysis of Tata, considering all the factors. And now we'll move to the solutions and what Tata Motors worked on. The solutions are migrating manufacturing unit, reuse scrap, promoting safety as priority instead of using words like cheapest car, etc. Excellent marketing strategies, understanding markets' demands, and rebranding. Now, what mistake they made in the case of Nano was marketing it as a cheapest car. Instead, even if they would have used the word world's most affordable car, it wouldn't have such a negative impact on people. So they did rebranding. And the second problem which we discussed is the cost was always increasing in launching new vehicles. So what did Tata Motors do? They came up with a very creative solution, very thoughtful solution, that the chassis of the cars, instead of producing new chassis for every vehicle, which would take so much of investments, Tata Motors decided to use one chassis for multiple models. So due to this, the cost of manufacturing was reduced a lot, and this helped Tata Motors to gain a lot of publicity and appreciation. And also, due to the degradation in cost of manufacturing, now the cars were being sold at affordable prices. So the rate of buying was also increased, and this thoughtful strategy was known as platform strategy. So this was a very creative solution. And the reason we discussed two problems over here was that in the first problem, that is Nano's problem, Tata Motors knew that they failed, but they I personally think that they should have done more, put more efforts towards rebranding and selling their cars, which was a mistake that they made. But in the second problem that we discussed, that cost was increasing, cost of manufacturing. So here Tata Motor analyzed it very efficiently and came up with a very thoughtful solution. And that's why in the second example, where it was on the verge of failure, it again came up on the top, and here's how they coped up with the problem. So this by you can go through this links to watch details of the mentioned case studies and examples. Thank you so much.